Good afternoon, YouTube. How you doing? Mm. It's your girl Lo coming at you from Michigan. Now, this story is actually pretty interesting. Before I get into it, let me say this: you hear Frozen in the background. My daughter's awake, so I got a 3-year-old. So anyway, sorry about that. But let's jump right into this one. Um, this comes out of Japan. Sightings of the slit mouth woman began in 1979. She was cheating on her husband. The story goes she was cheating on her husband and he cut her from ear to ear. Now, meaning her mouth. Because sometimes when you say cut from ear to ear, you're thinking throat, right? So now this story actually, I love Japanese stories. The Grudge was one of my favorites. For those who don't know about The Grudge, you got the same prospect, but The Grudge basically deals with the same thing. Wife, she was lusting after her professor, and the husband found out, read her diary, and killed her, himself, their only child, and their cats. And so The Grudge was born. Actually, it's pretty interesting, so check it out. They also have a Japanese version, which is very scary. But this one, we're going to actually jump into this one. We're using Wikipedia. The slit mouth woman is a figure appearing in Japanese urban legends. She is a woman who was mutilated by her husband and returns as a malicious spirit. When rumors of an alleged sightings began spreading in 1979, it spreads throughout Japan and causes panic. In many towns, there are even reports of schools allowing children to go home only in groups escorted by teachers for safety. And police are increasing their patrols. Recent sightings include many reports in South Korea in the year 2004 about a woman wearing a red mask who was frequently seen chasing children. And in October 2007, a coroner found some old records from the late 1970s about a woman who was chasing little children. She was hit by a car and died shortly after. Her mouth was ripped from ear to ear. Now, this one is actually a controversial story. Now, this is very interesting. Japanese ghosts and folklore has always been a scary thought. Now, these people can come up with stories better than the Americans can, to be honest with you. Now, if this is just a story, I wouldn't want to go to Japan and find out. I do want to go to Japan, however, not to find out about this, though. According to the legend, children walking alone at night may encounter a woman wearing a surgical mask. Now, this is the urban legend part. This is what supposedly happens, which is not an unusual sight in Japan, as people wear them to protect others from their colds or sickness. The woman will stop the child and ask, "Am I pretty?" If the child answers no, the child is killed with a pair of scissors, which the woman carries. Ooh. Now, why does this have to be a child? If the child answers yes, the woman pulls away the mask, revealing that her mouth is slit from ear to ear, and asks, "How about now?" If the child answers no, he or she will be cut in half. If the child answers yes, she will slit his or her mouth like hers. It is possible to run away from her, as she will simply reappear in front of the victim. When the legend reappeared, the 1970s rumors of ways to escape also emerged. Some sources say she can also be confused by the victim, answering her question with answers such as "you are average" or "so-so." Unsure of what to do, she will give a person enough time to escape while she is lost in thought. Another escape route is to tell her one has a previous engagement. She will pardon her manners and excuse herself. In some variations of the tale, she can be distracted by fruit or candles thrown at her, which she will pick up, thus giving the victim a chance to run. She will always be at an advantage to run toward you if she has the chance. Another way is for a child to ask her if the child is pretty. She will get confused and leave. Now, this is one that actually I enjoyed doing and actually learning a little more. I've seen videos about her, but I've really never looked her up. So this one is just crazy. So they said sightings in 2004 and 2006 too. So she starts back from the 70s. So anyway, check out The Grudge. And if you haven't yet, do so. If you like Japanese ghost stories, The Grudge is one for you. The Ring also is also a Japanese tale. It also has a Japanese version, Ring You. So, check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments down in the comment section. And I will see you later. My next one, Well to Hell. Have fun. God bless.